It's that time of year when people are committing to getting healthier. And what's one of the first things that a coach or someone asks you to do, or you think to yourself that you need to do to monitor that progress? It's to step on a scale, right? It's either to weigh yourself or at least to take a before picture so that you can track your progress, so that you can take a picture of a smaller you, or you can weigh in regularly and hope that the scale goes down. But I want to challenge you to take a different approach, because the weight of your body is not what matters. It's not the first step into becoming a healthier and a happier you. The first step is to start weighing your words. Your words matter. You know, we've been told sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us. I disagree with that. And I imagine if somebody has ever said something to you that was not helpful, said something to you about your body or your looks, you also would agree that words can hurt us. And they not only hurt us in that moment, they stay with us. And then they become a weight, extra weight that we're carrying around, that extra negativity, that anytime we start to feel badly about ourselves or insecure, those words are the first thing that comes back to our minds, something that someone said to us maybe years and years ago, but we're still carrying that around like a heavy burden. The weight of that, the weight of negative words are worse than any extra weight that we would hold on to our physical bodies. Because the thing is, we've got to lose the weight of these negative words, of these negative thoughts, before we can start getting healthier, before we can live a sustainably healthy life. Sure, we can go on an extreme diet, we can weigh in, we can take that before picture, today, this week, and, 2-3 weeks from now, as we white knuckle our way through every single day, yeah, that scale might go down, that picture might look a little bit different, but eventually something's going to happen. We're going to maybe go off of that plan or that diet that we've been told that we need to follow. And then the weight might start to creep up, or we just do something that we think we shouldn't have done. We eat something we shouldn't have eaten. And what's the first thing that happens? Those words come back to us. We start talking negatively to ourselves, to that reflection in the mirror, or we think about that thing that someone said to us about our looks or how we'll, never achieve anything. That's why it's so important right now that we start to weigh our words. And it's why at the beginning of this year and for the last several years, I have had Weigh Your Words challenge. We're going to put the scale away for a few days and instead start weighing what matters. Because like I said before, we've got to lose the weight of those negative words before we can pursue a healthy life that is sustainable. And that's what I want for you. Yes, God calls us to be good stewards of our bodies, to take care of it so that we can live the life He's called us to live. That doesn't require a certain number on a scale. It doesn't require for us to be obsessive about it. When we lose the negativity, when we lose these negative words, we can pursue health in a healthy way, in a way that is healthy for not only our bodies, but our minds and our spirits as well. And that's what I want for you. So will you take the challenge to put aside the scale? And even if you don't weigh very often, or even if weight loss is not your thing, I imagine there are some words that you could get rid of. There are some thoughts that maybe come up when you reach low points or you're feeling discouraged. I want to help you replace that with God's word, replace it with truth. Start to look at things through His eyes and start to look at yourself through His eyes. That's what I want for you. And you may say, I have a good relationship with scale. The number doesn't really bother me. That's okay. But I still want to set that aside for a while and really focus on and get honest with ourselves about how we're speaking to ourselves. Because how we speak to ourselves matters. And even those words that we say to other people, it matters. But we want to focus on the inside right now and think about how we're speaking to ourselves. And if there's some negativity that we need to lose, let's do that. This challenge begins on Sunday, January 19th. It runs 7 days. It is free. Simply sign up with the link that's in the description, and I will support you throughout those 7 days. And we'll have, a phrase or focus, God's word every single day, and something positive. And we're going to start looking at it, at how we're speaking to ourselves. We're going to focus on those things rather than on that number on the scale for several days. I'm Marcia. I'm a licensed mental health counselor. I'm also an author of devotionals about faith and fitness, because I really want to help you integrate your faith and your fitness so that you are free to live the life that God's called you to live. So kick off this year by doing this challenge, by weighing your words, because it's your words that matter. And when we take care of that, when we start focusing on that, then you'll be free to live that healthy life and pursue that life that God has called you to live. I hope you'll sign up and join me.